The Liberty Wrestling team recently held their annual summer camp, where the Flames coaches and wrestlers helped provide on-mat instruction and gave the campers an insight on what it would be like to not only be a member of the Liberty Wrestling program, but be a student at Liberty.
We are so excited to conclude our 2022 wrestling camp. This is actually our 14th year of having wrestling camp.
Compared to last year where COVID had really brought our numbers down and kind of brought the environment down, but this year it went very smooth. We had a large turnout, and I think we really teach them a lot about wrestling and a lot about the Lord.
It's one of the highlights for me as a coach. It's great to see our guys step into a coaching role as well as they get to work with kids in the area.
After a few days of going through camp drills and instruction, the campers got the opportunity to put what they learned to practice, as Liberty has partnered with the Virginia Commonwealth Games to host a tournament at the end of each wrestling summer camp.
They got to see all that we have to offer, and our program is very well funded, and we're taken care of by a lot of by the administration and club sports, and they got to get to see a little bit into that, and I think they were really impressed.
A lot of the kids are super impressed with campus. They're asking me about the dining hall, they're asking me about the things to do around campus, they're asking me about the wrestling program.
You have an opportunity to stay in the dorms, Commons 2, which is second to none. Not to mention they get a chance to see the facilities at the LaHaye Center. So it's a great recruiting opportunity and good exposure for the school. But primarily, as far as we are concerned, the most exciting thing that occurred this week is the fact that some individuals from the camp accept Christ as their personal Savior, and I think every counselor and clinician that are involved in the camp would say that is certainly the highlight.
With the camp now complete, the Flames look to find ways to continue to grow the camp, as they look to help keep growing the sport of wrestling, and potentially find its next recruit to add to its long list of All-Americans and national champions that will help keep the national championship pedigree Liberty has created.
It's an awesome opportunity to host the Commonwealth Games because a lot of our campers are the guys that are in the games. And I talked to a lot of them are coming up to me and asking me like, hey coach, can you be in my corner? Which is super rewarding for me because it makes me feel like I had an impact on them sometime throughout the week that they would come and ask me to be in their corner. And it's just a great addition, it's a great end piece to camp. And I think that the guys who come to camp definitely have an advantage in the Commonwealth Games just because they've been wrestling all week and learning new stuff.
A lot of our campers actually came out with the gold medal. And I asked them, each one of them, I said, hey, did you use this or did you use that? And a lot of them were like, yeah, that really did work. It was cool to see that, that the short time we got to spend with them, they had such an impact on not only their wrestling, but just their mental part of wrestling. And it was cool to see that.
The opportunity to grow our camp is always there, and so we look to increase upon that. With the help of Club Sports, we'll be able to market better. We are going to grow this thing, and I think offer Central Virginia at large an opportunity to be on campus.
I was in here talking with one of the campers in here, and he's really excited. He really loves this school, and he really loves what we as a program are about, and he really loves what Liberty's all about. He found a home, essentially, is what he was conveying to me, and I'm excited that maybe next year we can expand upon that, get a few more guys in here like that.